His improvement defensively needs to be acknowledged. He has turned into a plus defender. He really went from being a question mark on that end of the floor to currently anchoring the 4th-ranked defense in the NBA. Last game, they lost to the Kings, but the ending was a perfect showcase of his improvements on that end. So he's guarding at the level on the perimeter more consistently this year. You see that as he pressures Sabonis relentlessly. And then after that, he recovers on Fox. He was initially in a bad position. Fox had the advantage, and he was driving full speed. What a timing block on that one. And then he gets stuck on an island versus Malik Monk, stays in front after multiple moves, makes him fall to the ground while not fouling, and it leads to chaos with a turnover. And then lastly, Fox blows by Thompson. No worries, the big man helps out, goes up as straight as possible, doesn't bail Fox out by fouling him, and gets a really good contest, and it results in a miss, giving the Rockets one last chance. In my opinion, he does a really good job of going straight up consistently, trying to stay out of foul trouble. He's actually averaging the lowest amount of fouls per game in his career, only 2.8 last season. He averaged 3.3. And he's just more active defensively, so that's even more impressive when you consider he's playing more aggressively and contesting more shots than he usually has throughout his NBA career. So it turns out he's averaging 9.2 contested shots per game, which easily leads the Houston Rockets. The second most is Jabari Smith Jr. with 5.6 contested shots per game. And on the season so far, he has a total of 366 shots contested. And overall, the Houston Rockets deserve a ton of credit for creating an ecosystem for him to transform into a plus defender, because they have great perimeter defenders around him with Thompson, Tari Eason. Fred VanVleet is solid. Dillon Brooks is great, of course. The list goes on. Jabari Smith is solid. Pretty much everyone is a plus defender, and they play very aggressive on the perimeter. He doesn't have to worry about that. He just has to worry about his job, which is mainly protecting the rim. And if he has to get up, then get up on the pick and roll. So it turns out, from NBA Maniacs, written by Jacobo León, I'll leave this article in the description. The Rockets' defensive results stem from the collective work of all their pieces. The defensive changes and help and a special attention on the perimeter. Only Orlando and Oklahoma City allow fewer triples. The outside players can now be more alert to shooters, knowing that Şengün has their backs covered. With him on the court, they concede 4.8 fewer points per 100 possessions, which puts them in the 83rd percentile of the NBA. Not great, but substantially better than last season's record. Houston allowed 2 more points on the same number of possessions, failing to the 34th percentile, which is just terrible. But now it's time to compare him to a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, see how far off he is, see how he's performing based on the numbers compared to Rudy Gobert. Let's use defensive field goal percentage to do this. So, 2-pointers, Şengün, 70.8% frequency. How many times he's going up against 2-pointers. And then defensive field goal percentage is the percentage your opponent shoots against you in these situations, 51.6%. Going to Rudy Gobert, 2-pointers, 73.7%, so he gets more contests, 49.9%. Just a tad bit better. And then less than 6 feet away from the basket, we're going to start with Rudy Gobert, 54.2 defensive field goal percentage, 38 frequency. Going over to our guy, 58.4 defensive field goal percentage, 46.3 frequency. So of course, Rudy Gobert's numbers are more impressive, but that's expected. But I think that puts in perspective how much he has improved on that end of the floor. Now, the thing is, his offense has kind of taken a step back this year. He has shown signs of being what he was last year, but he's just not as efficient. But the thing is, he's giving you so much more defensively that he still has made a jump in my eyes. And the Houston Rockets, I mean, they deserve an all-star. And I think Alpi deserves to be put in the all-star game. I'm just being real. I think he's very important to their offense still, despite the struggles for his standards. And defensively, he's having a career year. Give him the recognition he deserves. This dude is an all-star. Debate that in the comments section. Leave a like and subscribe as well. Have yourself a great day. Peace out.